One suitcase disappears off a carousel every 20 seconds worldwide. Yours could be next. Stick around to see the $5 gadget that blocks 90% of these grabs. Quick check. What color is your luggage? Bold or basic? You wheel up to the sidewalk, juggling coffee, stroller, and suitcase, when a uniformed porter waves you forward and prints a fresh baggage tag to save time. What you miss is the tiny sleight of hand that drops a random code onto your handle, sending the bag to Denver while you land in Dubai. 3 seconds, and your suitcase is on the wrong continent. Airline records show 30,000 misrouted bags at JFK alone last year, and another 210,000 worldwide. Zero airline accountability until 24 hours pass. Total nonsense. Photograph your tag the moment it's printed. Loop a TSA-approved lock through the handle, and slip an AirTag inside so you can prove location before the claim clock starts. Under DOT's lost luggage rule, once 12 hours tick by on domestic legs, you're entitled to reimbursement of reasonable necessities up to about $3,500 USD. Keep receipts for clothes and chargers. A Chicago mom used those receipts to force a same-day cash payout. She still made her cruise. Ever notice a smiling couple pushing an empty stroller straight toward your briefcase? That's no fluke. 80% of airport pickpockets work in pairs, and the baby carriage is their shield. One distracts with a friendly bump, while the other frees your laptop from its sleeve. Last holiday rush saw 3,800 theft reports across US hubs, 71% involving electronics. Silent thieves. Thread the laptop strap through your roller's top handle. Keep a hand on both, and choose a proof crossbody for passports. Many premium cards, Chase Sapphire, Amex Platinum, cover up to $1,000 of tech loss if you file within 48 hours. London Heathrow Security now broadcasts a looping warning about family unit diversions. When that message hits, expect a crackdown that nudges thieves towards softer targets in cafes. Stay planted, eyes up. One Monday scan of Instagram at Los Angeles International found 72,000 unblurred bag tags paired with boarding passes. A buffet for data scrapers. Behind every 6-digit barcode sits your surname, record locator, and frequent flyer number, enough for thieves to print a duplicate tag or siphon miles before you even clear security. Delta's fraud desk traced 27 hijacked accounts and 48 vanishing gift cards during a single holiday week. Pure negligence. Blur before you share. Snap the memento, but post it only after wheels down. Crop out every code, and hide the claim stub inside your passport wallet. An Air France agent confirms that presenting a phone screenshot of your own Tag Forces staff to cross-match the numbers, foiling counterfeit tickets at baggage control. If the worst happens, EU 261 lets you claim emergency expenses once a bag misses 24 hours, and some premium cards double that cap automatically. One Brazilian blogger learned the rule, bought clothes, and was reimbursed before landing home. Skip the 5 a.m. departure if your bag holds anything irreplaceable. The hour before sunrise is a candy shop for opportunists because travelers are half asleep, staff rotations thin, and overhead bins empty fast. Airport police reports logged 174 thefts between 3 and 5 a.m. last quarter, a 42% spike over daytime levels. Night vultures. Stay awake. Trade catnaps with your companion. Thread a $10 cable lock through both zippers and flip the bag upside down so the handle faces the wall. Most carriers quietly allow claims for pilfered contents only within 4 hours of landing. But under the Department of Transportation's travel consumer rule, you can demand written denial within 30. In Sydney, a red-eye passenger live-tracked her missing backpack on an AirTag, alerted gate staff, and watched security pull the culprit from row 18 before doors closed. The early bird thief missed the flight. She caught hers, laptop intact. Ever glanced up mid-flight and seen a stranger rummaging through the bins 3 rows back? That casual stretch can be a surgical lift. Thieves wait for beverage carts to clog the aisle, unzip the nearest roller, and pocket jewelry or cash before you notice a lighter bag at landing. Reports show 28 arrests worldwide last year and 3.4 million in compensation claims. Utter greed. Flip your carry-on upside down so zippers face the ceiling, thread a mini carabiner through both pulls, and tuck valuables in an interior pouch. The Montreal Convention lets you claim at actual value, not weight-based pennies. On a Tokyo LAX run, a business traveler live-tracked an AirTag that veered 12 seats forward. Crew met the culprit with police on arrival. and the passenger's company card reimbursed his lock purchase under travel security gear. Expect tighter random bin sweeps on overnight routes. Airlines hate refunding claims. 40 million travelers connect to airport Wi-Fi, with 0 encryption each year. A jackpot. Fake LAX premium-free hotspots clone the splash page, harvest logins, and push malware before you've ordered coffee. During one holiday weekend, Google flagged 950,000 hostile redirects and 280 payroll breaches. Digital carnage. Kill auto join. Fire up a verified VPN, tether through your phone's data if possible, and enroll a card that offers identity theft resolution. Amex Platinum foots up to 19 cases annually per member. Safety net. Under the FTC's safeguards rule, you're entitled to written breach notice within 60 days, which forces airports to cough up for credit monitoring costs when lapses surface. A freelance photographer in Madrid filed that notice, bought a temporary eSIM, and was reimbursed through the airport's insurance pool before his return leg. Remember, unsecured bytes can cost more than a stolen bag. Next block shows how thieves monetize your boarding pass in under 3 taps. You wander into duty-free, dazzled by a glass tower of mirrorless cameras and designer scents, never noticing the 2 shoppers flanking your trolley. While you lift a bottle to sniff, they lift your DSLR, swap it into one of the store's glossy gift bags, and roll out past understaffed cashiers. A Zurich police review counted 480 stolen cameras and 3.2 million in high-end lenses last year. Straight daylight. Camouflage beats glitter every time. Sling valuables inside a plain canvas tote that zips. Position your suitcase between knees and counter, and ask cashiers to loop a tamper tag through any pricey electronics box. Under the Montreal Convention, reasonable care, proof bumps compensation from weight-based cents to actual cost, and Visa Infinite cards tack on 900 coverage if you report within 48 hours. One Australian vlogger filed both claims, pocketed full value, and still uploaded her whole video before takeoff. Wait behind your tray until it slides into the X-ray tunnel. Those extra 6 seconds foil thieves who inch toward the belt, creating a gap so your MacBook clears the machine alone. Ripe for a casual swipe while you're still in socks. TSA logs show 19% of tech losses happen in that 10-foot dead zone, and average laptop claims hit 1,200 per traveler. Costly chaos. Don't rush shoes. Plant your roller on the conveyor first, tuck smaller items inside it, and refuse courtesy pushes from strangers. If a phone or watch still vanishes, DOT's mishandled property rule forces carriers to reimburse fair market value when loss occurs before boarding. Sapphire Reserve doubles that payout if you purchase the ticket with the card. Denver International now posts uniformed bin buddies who stand guard during peak waves, a subtle reminder that the slow walk scam collapses when someone simply waits. At Atlanta's Concourse B last Friday, a single crowded charging bar witnessed 6 bleary red-eye passengers plug in for just a minute during the pre-dawn scramble, only to learn at 30,000 feet that their phones had been cloned, factory reset, and seeded with spyware before the boarding door even closed, all within one boarding announcement. Malware drains pay apps in minutes. Carry a power bank. Choose a 10,000 milliamp hour model. Pay with Amex Platinum. File under the card's 300 travel security gear credit, and under the FTC safeguards rule, airports must notify you within 60 days of any confirmed breach, paperwork that unlocks card issuer reimbursements automatically, while MasterCard Elite bundles 6-month dark web monitoring and identity restoration services, data secured. A Florida student who ignored the warning lost $820 to rideshare fraud during her connection, then spent 3 weeks battling banks for reimbursement, missed 2 assignment deadlines, and watched her semester GPA tumble. Painful lesson. A cheerful man in a reflective vest swoops to grab your suitcase the moment you exit arrivals, chatting about hotel upgrades, and steers you toward a free hotel shuttle, idling just beyond the official taxi queue, where airport cameras turn conveniently blurry, and where 15 luggage theft reports erupted just last month alone. Bags vanish in 30 seconds flat. Scan official ride codes. Photograph the taxi's plate. Pay with the Sapphire Reserve for primary baggage theft coverage. Activate the card's trip delay insurance in the same tap. And under the DOT's Fly America curb access rule, airport licensed drivers must display visible ID, which lets you claim up to $1,500 if items disappear. bag preserved. A Viennese couple followed that drill, noticed a worn sticker instead of the mandated hologram, refused the helper, filed a quick airport report, and later watched police impound the same van with 12 missing suitcases stacked inside late last winter. Sharp eyes saved a honeymoon. Red priority tags promise first-off delivery. Yet Miami Customs seized 100 counterfeits and 2,800 emptied suitcases in just 3 months. Raw theft. Luggage that exits 90S early, reaches curbside before you clear the jetway, and claims staff market collected, not missing. No payout, no chase. Spot the neon strap first. Print your boarding pass at home, so agents must scan your code. Add a fluoro luggage belt that clashes with airline tags, and photograph the bag at check-in. Under 14, CFR 254 carriers owe up to $3,800 if negligence is proven, and Star Alliance Gold's digital tracer pings each scan. Bag found and swift. Total nonsense. One Caracas engineer emailed time-stamped photos to United's desk. Reimbursement hit her card in 42 minutes, and the suitcase reappeared at customs before her passport was stamped. Never leave a duty-free tote dangling from your roller handle. Those flimsy liquor sacks hide fast hands that drop your earbuds inside, seal the plastic, and walk away like shoppers. Heathrow logged 860 grabs and 3.7 million in gear losses across 12 peak days. Industrial scale. Keep the sack in sight. Zip every purchase into your main carry-on. Stash receipts separately, and ask staff to add a red custom seal. Breakage voids fees under EU 261. While Visa signature tax on $500 USD retail protection if you pay with the card. Dual proof, zero drama, utter fraud. A Singapore student photographed his sealed sleeve. When headphones vanished mid-route, CCTV linked the thief, and the airline wired reimbursement that same afternoon. He celebrated with duty-free chocolate on arrival. Across 15 major airports, mystery shoppers discovered the currency desk quietly docking 12% from every mixed currency swap, before the advertised fee even appears on the receipt. That's the price of dinner for two vanishing in a single click. Travelers who changed just 500 euros at Charles de Gaulle walked away $80 short and still paid a second conversion charge at their hotel. Compounded loss. Skip the glass booth. Preload a no FX fee multi-currency card like Wise or Revolut, pay in local denomination, and lock each balance the moment rates swing in your favor. Under the EU Payment Services Directive, you can dispute hidden surcharges within 8 weeks, while Visa Infinite refunds up to 5 failed currency claims a year. Money back. Total nonsense. Buy a coffee with the card first. If the receipt shows dynamic conversion, cancel the transaction on the spot and request local billing. Staff usually comply when you quote SD2, Article 58. A Canadian backpacker filed that claim, emailed both receipts, and watched 2 refunds land before his train left the station. Count every note. Protect your hard-earned money. Minutes after clearing security at O'Hare, a marketing exec glanced back to find his seatmate and the laptop from his tray already vanished into the departure crowd. 15 laptops lifted and 42,000 in claims filed over last holiday peak, traced to one simple trick. Thieves ask a gate agent for a random pat-down, set their belt items on your conveyor, then grab the nearest identical MacBook when inspectors wave them past. Bold daylight. Thread a bright silicone cover over the lid, note the serial on your phone, and insist TSA place disputed items in a separate bin. Under .mishandled property rules, carriers must reimburse to get fair market value, and Amex Platinum Collision Damage Waiver doubles compensation up to $2 grand. Device saved. Major relief. TSA's 2025 update adds numbered security seals for high-value electronics. Clip one on and keep the stub. Staff must log its removal at gate recheck. A Seattle musician used that seal, flagged a mismatch on boarding, and security retrieved 5 laptops plus 2 cameras from the perpetrator's carry-on on the jet bridge. Crowd applauded. Guard the belt. Sleep later. Leave row 9 alone. A grizzled baggage handler warned a rookie on a storm-soaked midnight at LAX. That blind spot sits beneath a dead camera, and pilferers drift in after the forklifts stop. Internal audits traced 40 items a day, vanishing from that single lane across the 5 busiest US hubs, while 23 staffers fenced jewelry online. Inside job. Blind carnage. Carve your name in metal. Screw a photo-etched aluminum ID plate to the frame, snap a date-stamped selfie beside the conveyor, and seal both zippers with serialized tags. Under the Montreal Convention, pre-flight condition proof forces airlines to pay declared value. And Visa Infinite doubles any settlement up to $2,000. A Copenhagen architect followed that playbook. Surveillance caught a supervisor rolling his marked case toward a staff exit. Security reclaimed the blueprint laptop before the next shift. Lock the zips, tag the tech, and give your suitcase billboard bright flair. 3 habits that collapse both in-flight banditry and curbside cons. Swap in even one fix from today, and the cash you keep could fund a Vespa tour through Rome. Up next, we're slicing open the seat selection playbook to show why row fees doubled last quarter, and the 5-second browser trick that beats the algorithm every time. Hit subscribe. Your boarding pass budget is about to shrink. Not financial, legal, or flight advice. Verify with official airline policy.